guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm filming my Sephora sale recommendations video and maybe some things on my wish list. So if you guys are interested, if you're looking for some inspiration, then just keep watching. If you guys are new to my channel, welcome. My name is KARENHARRIS. I like to film tan girl friendly makeup videos here on YouTube. I post quite often, but I'm going to be posting a little less in the next couple of weeks because I'm expecting baby number 2. And yes, you guys are probably sick of hearing about it, but I just want to give everybody a heads up in every single video because if you see this one and then you don't see me post for a while, that's what's happening. Please keep my family in your thoughts and prayers. And if you want to be extra generous, just watch some of my old videos so that I can make some money on YouTube while I take time off because I didn't pre-film, and the only way to make money on YouTube is to actually post new content. Who asked for this? Who asked for this kind of vulnerability? I don't know, but I do have a giant Sephora sale playlist. I actually have a Sephora sale. I think it's like the VIB sale playlist. So I'll try and remember to link it up in the cards for you guys in case you want to see my previous recommendations over previous years. I've done a ton of Sephora content on my channel. So if all that sounds delightful to you, if you like new makeup, if you like tan girl friendly makeup, this is the place for you. Highly recommend subscribing so you can keep up with me. And without further blabbering, let's get into it. Okay, so some people do a fabulous job with their Sephora sales videos. They do their makeup while they talk about their favorite products. They show their favorite things that they've bought from Sephora over the past couple of years or weeks or months or however they like to do it. But this is going to be your lazy girl version of that. So I'm just going to pop pictures up for you guys and we're just going to peruse my orders from Sephora over the last few months, and I'll just tell you guys what my favorites have been, what I would avoid, or what I thought was like overhyped. And yeah, I think it'll be fun. So let's start off. Okay, so my most recent Sephora order, I actually was picking up some Rare Beauty stuff, and so I bought her new liquid blushes, which honestly are so cute. There's a shade called Worth and Virtue. One was a more rosy shade. I did try them both in a testing new makeup video, and then Virtue I think is the more neutrally shade. So definitely shades that you probably have in your makeup collection, but if you don't and you're looking for a good cream blush, these ones are so nice. They're like $23, which I don't think is a bad price at all. And then depending on your tier, you will get a discount off of that. I'm assuming most people that are watching my channel are Rouge just because, I mean, the level of, I don't want to say addiction because I don't want to sound judgmental or like make you guys feel like I'm judging you, which I'm absolutely not. I'm very proud of my Rouge status. I work very hard to maintain my Rouge status. So listen, if you can get a percentage off makeup, that's totally my vibes. So I really like the two blushes, and then I also picked up one of the tinted lip oils. I bought the shade Honesty, which I ended up getting those lip oils in PR. I'm actually wearing one of the shades today, and I did film a lip swatch video of all the shades. So if you guys want to see like what shades would look like on my skin tone, then I'll probably have that video up already. But yeah, I bought the shade Honesty, which is honestly very cute, and it looks like it's sold out because it was like a really nice neutral shade. So all of those Rare Beauty products I would recommend. I also really like her bronzer stick. I don't love her eyeshadow or her mascara. I know her mascara is very hyped, but I didn't particularly enjoy either of those products. I think the highlighters are very highlightery, and that's just not my vibe at this very moment in time. But I know, I feel like I feel like those went viral, so maybe you're eyeing those as well. So yeah, if I think of any other extra recommendations too, I'll link them in a pinned comment down below. But the most important thing is, if you have a favorite creator, please try and use their links because we do make commission on those links, and it's at no extra cost to you, and it's a free way for you to support your favorite content creators, which is how we make money. And you know, everybody needs extra money these days, especially when they're shopping the Sephora sale. So then my previous purchase before that, I had $100 reward. So I wanted to shop because I don't think you can use the rewards with the sale. So I bought one thing was a repurchase, which is the Glow Recipe Avocado Fine Line Eye Cream with retinol. I do have milia, so my like facial person that I went to suggested using something with retinol, and it's actually really helped combat my milia, so I just wanted to repurchase that, and I think it's like my second or third jar of that eye cream. I don't love the packaging. I really hate jars where there's such awkward shapes and you have to like use a little tool to get the product out, but it does the job, so I'm happy to have it. And then I decided to try the Ellis Brooklyn Florist perfume. So I bought it in the travel size, which is $32. Now, I'm not really big on floral scents, but this is a floral kind of clean scent. And if you've smelled the Day hairstyling cream, I think that scent reminds me of this fragrance from Ellis Brooklyn. I love the packaging. It's like a bright pink, and I just thought it was a fun spring and summer scent, so I bought it in the travel size. And then I feel like I've heard everyone and their grandma talk about the Lawless Forget the Filler Lip Plumper, and so I bought the shade George, which is like a really pretty neutral. I actually have it sitting right here. So I've been wearing this a bunch in videos just because it's like one of the new lip products I have. So yeah, I really like this. I don't see myself buying more shades because I really don't need any more lip product. I would say if you guys are looking for a nice lip plumper, that one is very comfortable and it's $26. So don't think it's a terrible price point either. Okay guys, I'm back to finish off my Sephora video on a different day because as I predicted, my daughter did wake up, but I still have more recommendations to share with y'all. So let me just go ahead and slide over. I did film this look actually that I have on today. So if it's up already, I will link it for you guys. If it's not up, it's coming up. So make sure you stay tuned, but let's go ahead and get back to my recommendations. So the next thing I'm going to recommend to you guys is the foundation I have on today, which is from Gucci Beauty. This is the 24-hour full coverage luminous matte finish foundation, and I have it in the shade 310N, and this is a $69 foundation, so obviously I understand the price point is not for everyone, but I do have the previous Gucci foundation. That one is just a little bit too dewy for my current makeup preferences. So I would steer you more towards this one if you like a matte finish. And I've just had such good luck with this foundation. I think it wears really beautifully. I think that it stays put for a long amount of time. And I think it looks really beautiful on my dry skin. It's not like overly full coverage or overly drying or anything like that. So it's been one of my go-to foundations for the last few months that I've had it. And then the other thing I wouldn't recommend is actually the Haus Labs by Lady Gaga powder blush. I actually have it in the shade Watermelon Bliss, and I'm actually toying with the idea of returning it because I just feel like it's a little too pigmented. I love a red blush, you guys, but when it comes to blushes, I prefer to be able to layer my blushes, and I think that the amount of pigmentation these blushes have make it more suitable for a deeper complexion, or maybe you want to try some of the other shades. But I have seen a few DMs on Instagram where you guys are asking me if this blush is worth it, and personally I just don't think so, especially at almost $40. I think you can find something at a way better price point. So I know this is a recommendations video, but I just wanted to mention that because I don't know that I had talked to you guys about my actual thoughts and feelings on that blush. Okay, the next thing I recommend is one that I've talked about before, I think, on my channel, which is the Tower 28 Make Waves Lengthening and Volumizing Mascara. This is a $20 mascara. Sometimes you can get it for a better deal than 20% off, but I like to use the sale to stock up on things. I did pick up 2 backups during the mascara event that Sephora had, so I won't be getting them, but I do really like that mascara in case you guys were looking for a new one. The next thing I would recommend is the Danessa Myricks Beauty Yummy Skin Blurring Balm Powder Flush Matte Color for Cheek and Lip. This is a $25 cream blush. I think it's a beautiful blush. I have the shade Jubilee, which is a terracotta shade. I didn't really love it on the lips, but I thought it blended beautifully and it definitely gave my cheeks an airbrush look if you guys are interested in a cream blush. I also love picking up refills for my Nest fragrance diffusers. I've talked about these before as well. I usually pick up any refills that I need when I can get it on a discount because they are a little bit pricey. Usually you can get 2 for about $36, so I prefer to get them on sale whenever I can. I really like these because I have 3 in my house and I don't have like a very big house, but I have one in my daughter's nursery because it gets very raunchy in there sometimes with those diapers. One in the living room and then one in our basement, and it does go through the refills pretty quick. But I love the ability that it turns off when I leave my house because it is connected to my phone, and I love that I can control it with an app. So just some of my favorite things. And okay, another thing I've been really enjoying is the Huda Easy Bake Loose Baking and Setting Powder in the shade Blossom. So I really like this because it's very brightening under my eyes, and I really like that they reformulated this powder because the original had a lot of fragrance to it. Oh my gosh, I have one of the originals and I hadn't used it in a while, so I opened it up and that scent just like hit me and I was like, oh gosh, that's incredibly strong. So I like the new formulation. It doesn't feel as heavy, and I like that they went fragrance free with it as well. Next thing, that if you like clean fragrances, you might want to check out the brand Fleur. They make some really nice scents. I have a few that I'm eyeing for the Sephora sale, but we'll see if I'll be good or not. But I kind of treated myself to this one because I picked it up on my birthday month and I bought the Tangerine Boy perfume, which was a full size, and that usually retails for $96. They did have some kind of like 20% off sale going on, I think, when I bought it, which is kind of what like really pushed me to buy it. So I only paid $82.56 for it, but it's a very fresh, very tangerine scent. So I really enjoy it, and yeah, I would recommend it if you like fresh fragrances. I've been really into the Tatcha Deep Cleanser. They repackaged it, so I did pick it up from Sephora. I do like it, but I definitely enjoy the Rice Wash Skin Cleanser more. I just like the texture of that one a little bit more. But if you are looking for a face wash that I think is a very nice but not over the top, it doesn't like strip your skin, I would recommend either of those from Tatcha. And then I also picked up the Hourglass Vanish Airbrush Concealer from Sephora, and I really like it. Now you can pick that product up from multiple retailers because Hourglass is, you know, stocked at other brands' stores as well. But if you're shopping the sale and you're looking for a really nice concealer, I got it in the shade Dune 7.5 and I really like it. Okay, one of my favorite things to always stock up on is the Laneige Cream Skin Toner. It's a product I've used for years and years and years. And so, I don't know, I think I bought a few backups during the sale last year, so I don't really need any right now, but I will need to examine my stockpile and see if I need to pick any up. I also did get this Sephora Collection Metal Facial Razor. I actually used it today. I do get a bit of peach fuzz on my upper lip, and if I'm not able to get to my threading place, I substitute the facial razor to kind of keep my peach fuzz at bay. It's very handy for that. Okay, another thing that I used all throughout my first pregnancy was the Summer Fridays Baby Moon Belly Balm. I find this incredibly hydrating, and they say that it's really good for your skin because it's stretching during your pregnancy. So if you know somebody that's pregnant or you're newly pregnant and you're looking for a good balm to hydrate and nourish your belly, I would recommend this one from Summer Fridays, and it's always nice to get it on sale as well. And I would also recommend the lipsticks from Gwen Stefani's brand, Give. I don't like their eyeshadow palettes, but I do like her lip formula. So I recently picked up her Longwear liquid lipstick in the shade Flannel. I don't really love the shades she has right now because she has like some mauves and some reds, and those really aren't my favorites, but Flannel is pretty nice. It's flattering. It's a comfortable formula, so you should definitely check that out if you're looking for a good liquid lipstick. Okay, one thing I love to repurchase time and time again for my hair is the VIB Ghost Weightless Hair Oil. I use this one all the time. I have recommended it so many times in Sephora sale videos because, well, first of all, it's $20 anyway, so it's a really great price. But what I love about it is that it doesn't weigh down my hair. It definitely helps smoothen my hair. But once I wear it and I go to bed and I wake up the next day, my hair doesn't feel greasy or gross, but it really tames like any flyaways. I also feel like once I get out of the shower, my hair can be a little bit floofy, and so I love to put the VIB Ghost Oil in it just to smoothen everything, and it makes it easier to run a brush through my hair as well. So highly recommend that. Like I said, I've recommended it time and time again during the Sephora sales. One thing that I bought during the last sale is a bit of a splurge item, but I bought the Drybar Reserve Vibrating Flat Iron. My friend had told me about it and I was very curious. I haven't flat ironed my hair today, obviously. I'm just trying to get this video done before my kid wakes up, but it's $190 without the sale, and I really like it. It's cool. I don't know a lot of vibrating flat irons, but there's something to do with the fact that it helps with the tension of your hair so it doesn't like cause breakage. And I really like it. I've had Drybar products before, like before I got the Dyson and stuff. I've had their Buttercup blow dryer and stuff like that, and I still have that stuff to this day. It works really well, so I did splurge on that straightener. And then I don't really believe in face primers, but I did buy the Huda Beauty Glowish Blur Jam Silicone Free Smoothing Primer, and I like it. It's not like a love, it's a nice primer. I don't feel like it does anything like truly magical to my face, but if you're looking for a good primer, I have that one and I have tried it and it is pretty nice. Okay, next recommendation are these Hourglass Phantom Glossy Lip Balms. They're so nice. They kind of remind me of the Makeup by Mario lip balms, but they're not like a plumping product. They're a little bit pricey, so I would recommend picking it up during the sale. Another foundation recommendation would be the Hourglass Ambient Soft Glow Foundation. I also wear that one quite a bit on camera. It has a beautiful airbrush look to it, which is stunning, and it is a bit of a pricier foundation. It's $58, so if you can get it on sale, why not, is what I think. Okay, so if you're looking to splurge on some blushes, I really like the Gucci Luminous Matte Beauty Blushes. These retail for $49, and I picked some up during the Sephora sale last year as well. They're not like overly anything, like they're not overly pigmented or overly like the best blush ever. They're not gonna like age you backwards, but they are a luxury product, and if you can get a bit of a discount, why not? I think they make some beautiful shades. My favorite shade was Warm Berry, and I think the packaging is really cute too. So if you want to treat yourself to something, I would recommend. Okay, something that I didn't think that I would like that much because I'm not really a big lip pencil gal, but I did end up grabbing these because I think they were on sale on Sephora, are the Melt lip pencils. I have a few shades. I have Cinnamon, I have Cashmere, and I have Sepia. And these are really interesting colors. I think they work really well with my skin tone, which is one of my favorite things about them. And they're not that bad. I think they're like $20 regularly. So if you're interested, highly recommend checking those out. Okay, I haven't talked about these in a while, but the RMS Redimension Hydra Powder blushes for $30 are so beautiful. I have so many of the shades and I haven't talked about them in a while, but they were definitely one of my favorite products of 2022. So if you guys are interested in blush as much as I am and you haven't heard anybody mention these in a while, I would highly recommend adding them to your Sephora wish list. Okay, so those are some of my recommendations. If I think of anything else, I will link them down below, but I think if you guys are looking to binge some Sephora sale videos, I think a lot of my older videos might still be relevant. I just thought I would just look at my 2022 purchases and give you some of my thoughts on the things I had picked up recently. And now I just want to share my wish list with you guys. So I've just been adding stuff to the cart. One of the things I'm interested in is this Ellis Brooklyn Chapters perfume set. It's a mini set and it has 4 fragrances from them. So we have the scent called Mint, Salt, Sunfruit, and Vanilla Milk, and I think this would be a fun way to kind of try these different fragrances out and see if I'm interested in any of them. I might not end up getting it just because I really don't need that many fragrances right now. And then I have 2 of the Makeup by Mario Moisture Glow Plumping Lip Colors. I have the shade Spice and Caramel in my bucket or my cart or my basket or whatever you want to call it. These are $24 and I have heard from my friends that they don't really love them, so I might actually end up taking that out of my cart. And then I did try a Tula skincare sampler set, and one of the products I liked from Tula were the brightening treatment drops. The triple vitamin C serum. It's about a $56 product, so I thought I might snag that during the sale. And then I can't remember who, but somebody told me about this Gissu honey infused lip oil, and so I thought maybe I would grab that because I feel like my lips can never have too much hydration and I would like to use that like as an overnight lip treatment. And then we have the KVD Beauty Good Apple Full Coverage Transfer Proof Vegan Serum Foundation, which I really like as well. And I have the shade 60, which I think is like a hint too light. So I kind of want to pick up the shade 63 during the sale so that I can get a little bit of a discount on it for the summertime. So not a ton of stuff on my wish list. I'm trying to be smart and not just buy everything because that's how we end up being broke. So yeah, those are some of the things in my cart. And then I'm thinking this Fenty Skin new Thick and Smooth Rich Peptide Eye Cream might be fun to try, but also I really don't need another eye cream, and especially not something that's going to be too hydrating because I feel like that helps with the milia, and I'm trying not to have milia, so I might actually not end up getting that. And then my friend Angie was talking about this brand Adept and their Papaya Isle perfume, and that sounded beautiful because it says it's like smells like an island, and I'm like, well, I'm from an island. So I kind of have my eye on that. And then I was thinking it would be fun to try one of these Urban Decay 24/7 vegan liquid eyeliner pens. That shade Freak, which is a matte lime green, looked beautiful. So kind of have my eye on that. Not exactly something I need. I also really want to pick up one of the Hourglass lipsticks. So I have my eye on the shade Shore, and I also have another shade that I was eyeing. I can't remember what it was called, but it was like a terracotta shade. So maybe I'll pick that up during the sale. I also have my eye on the brand Amy Cole. I think it's a black owned brand, and I watched Tina the Fancy Face talk about them, and she was really enjoying them. So I'm kind of curious, but also, again, I don't really need it. So yeah, not a really great wish list. It's not that I'm trying to like avoid shopping during the Sephora sale. It's just that with YouTube being my job, I kind of tend to not wait for a sale to buy things, which I understand is different from everyday consumers. Like some people wait to buy during the Sephora sale, which totally makes sense. But if it's something popular and it's something I want to review for my channel or I'm interested in it, I will typically just go ahead and buy it because I don't want to wait for it. So yeah, this is a bit of a slim pickings video, but I do really like shopping at Sephora. I know the Ulta point system is much more superior, and honestly, I guess now that I really think about it, things are really looking kind of dire at Sephora because one of the good things used to be that they did 2-day flash shipping for Rouge, and I don't even think they do that anymore. Like, my Sephora packages take just as long as Ulta now, and so yeah, I just kind of depends on where depends on where the new products are at. I do feel like I've been shopping at Ulta a lot more, especially because Ulta keeps getting all the new Tarte stuff and I don't know why Sephora isn't. And then I do buy a lot of indie brands as well, so a little bit of a hodgepodge, but I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, like I said during the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty, please share what you're eyeing in the comments because I get so many good reviews and recommendations from you guys, and it's so fun because I know I'm always reading the comments. Even though I can't reply to every single comment I get, I love reading the comments because it's such a great way for me to learn so many fun things. So yeah, definitely feel free to leave me a comment. Thank you guys so much for watching this video and spending some time with me. If you want to support my channel, a free way to do that is to use my Sephora affiliate link. So please, if you are placing an order, use somebody's link. You don't have to use my link, but it's a great way for creators to make some money, and I'm sure you guys are getting bombarded with videos, so I feel like I've talked your ear off. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in another video very soon. Bye guys!